The following is a presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. When the 1994 season was canceled, the Montreal Expos, a lot of people said, was the best team in baseball. Unfortunately, they never got a chance to prove it. As we now go into Game 3 of this big National League Championship Series, the Expos are now 2 wins away from going to the World Series and showing the world that, yes, they were the team to beat. But tonight, with the Dodgers with their backs to the wall, can the Dodgers get a game here at home? Hello, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you here to Dodger Stadium for Game 3 of the 1994 National League Championship Series between the Montreal Expos and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Expos lead the series 2-0, and right now, the Dodgers, as I just said in my introduction, definitely have their backs to the wall. This is a huge game for the LA, and they know a loss tonight, and they're going to have to try to win 4 in a row against the Expos. And I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but anything's possible here with Payoff Pitch Baseball. As Steeler fan 1933, of course, is first here through the gates at Dodger Stadium. As we get ready to see what can happen tonight. It's a matchup of the aces tonight, as Butch Henry will go up against Kevin Gross, the 2 number 1 starters for each team. Let's take a look at the starting lineup first for the Montreal Expos. It'll be Marquise Grissom batting first. Cliff Floyd is second. Moises Alou bats third. Larry Walker is fourth. Darren Fletcher batting fifth. Will Cordero batting sixth. Batting seventh is Mike Lansing. Batting eighth is Sean Berry. And batting ninth, the pitcher, is Butch Henry. Defensively for the Dodgers at first base is Eric Karros. Delino DeShields is at second. Tim Wallach is at third. Jose Offerman at short. In left field is Mitch Webster. He gets the call tonight against the left-handed pitcher. In center field is Brett Butler. Right field is Raul Mondesi. Behind the plate is Mike Piazza, of course. And on the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers will be Kevin Gross. 9-7, 3.60 ERA. He was the leading pitcher for the Dodgers in 1994. And he's going to get the start tonight and in a huge appearance for Gross. The Expos right now with a 2-0 lead, a win tonight, and I really think that I don't think they're going to lose 4 straight to LA. But a lot of strange things have happened. The Dodgers have their backs to the wall. It is a must-win game for LA. The fans here at Dodger Stadium are going nuts. They got to get the support. Dodger Stadium, another bit of a pitcher's park, but again, lately, the last couple of pitcher's parks, they've been hitting lots of home runs out. Wheelhouse, left-handed batter, 1-43. Right-handed batter, 1-45. So it's a 2-88 combined. So that makes it a bit of a pitcher's park, but yet both teams are hitting homers all over the place. Let's get things started here at the top of the first. Kevin Gross is on the mound, and leading off for the Montreal Expos will be Marquise Grissom. Gross is a right-hander. Grissom bats .300 against the rights. Grissom having an excellent postseason, batting .360. Here we go. Fans here ready to get this game of the NLCS underway. Steeler fan says go Expos, and here we go. And that is a defense check 36. An early defense check, a range check to Kevin Gross, the pitcher. His range is a B, 1-32, 36 on the dice, and he will make a great play. Gross is up with it, throws to first, out number 1. So that just goes as a ground out to the pitcher. Next batter for the Spos will be Cliff Floyd. Floyd bats .275 against rights. Floyd for the postseason batting an average .250. Gross sets up and the pitch on the way. And that is a ballpark 54, and that is an in-play. And an in-play 89, and that's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is DeShields. He has it, throws to first for the second out. 2 men down, and now we'll see Moises Alou. Alou bats .330 against rights. Alou had a good day yesterday. He hit a home run, and he is batting .435 for the Expos in the postseason. He is the leading hitter for Montreal. 2 men down, and the pitch to from Gross. And that is a tough 90 ground ball to short. Up with it is Offerman. He's got it. Throws it over to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Gross as the Expos go down in order. Nothing for the Expos. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. For the Dodgers, it'll be Brett Butler batting first. Delino DeShields is second. Mike Piazza batting third. Tim Wallach is fourth. Eric Karros batting fifth. Raul Mondesi batting sixth. Mitch Webster batting seventh. Jose Offerman is eighth. And the pitcher, Kevin Gross, is batting ninth defensively for the Expos. At first base is Walker. Second base is Lansing. Third base, Sean Berry. The shortstop is Will Cordero. In right field is Alou. Center field is Grissom. Floyd is in left. The catcher is Darren Fletcher. And on the mound for the Montreal Expos in this game, their number one starter, Butch Henry. 8 wins, 3 losses, 2.43 ERA. Henry has been the guy for the Expos for this season in 1994. Expos hoping to get a good outing out of him, and the Dodgers hoping to hit him hard. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Leading off with the Dodgers will be Brett Butler. Butch Henry is a lefty. Butler bats .281 against left-handers. Butler for the postseason batting .333. Good average. Henry checks and deals. Here we go. And that is going to be a tough 0-3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Butch Henry gets his first strikeout of the game. Henry averaged 5.9 strikeouts per 9. Next batter up for the Dodgers will be Delino DeShields. He bats .276 against lefties. DeShields batting .148. Very lackluster for him. So he's underachieving in the postseason. Henry checks in for DeShields. And that is a defense check 16. That could be trouble. Range check to Henry. His rating is a C, 1-41. He's not going to make the play. That should be a base hit. And it will be a single for DeShields. And he gets to first. Base hit. Fans here at Dodger Stadium know every run is going to count. DeShields gets to first base, and he will get there. And the next batter for the Dodgers will be Mike Piazza. He bats .351 against lefties. Piazza batting .379 for the postseason. DeShields, a definite steal chance opportunity. His steal rating is a B. And Fletcher's arm is a 4. So that makes a B for an excellent chance. We're going to see if he can steal. We're going to see if DeShields can steal. So, steal rating is a 6. Henry's hold rating is a 9. So, a 0 to 77, DeShields will go 78 or higher. Henry gets a chance to pick him off. And that is an 11. There goes DeShields, a throw down to second, and he is safe. Close play, but he is safe. Had an excellent opportunity, and he gets there. Stolen base for DeShields. As Dave Little joins me here at Dodger Stadium for this third game of this NLCS. And now the batter is Piazza. DeShields is second base, already a run in scoring position for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 79 fly ball center field. Grissom is going to get to that. And that is the second out. DeShields will have to stay at second. On an in-play, it's not hit deep enough. And the next batter will be Tim Wallach. Wallach bats .279 against lefties. Wallach for the postseason batting a little underachieving, only batting .222. 2 men down. DeShields on at second. Henry with the pitch. And that is a tough 48. And Wallach's going to get a base hit. Wallach smacks a single into right center field. DeShields with a run rating of 7 will automatically score from second. And once again, the Dodgers get the first run of the game, and they're up 1-0. Second hit of the inning, Tim Wallach gets one in there. Dodgers up 1-0. And the Dodgers have scored the first run in all 3 games so far, but did not win either one. Wallach on at first. The batter now will be Eric Karros. Karros bats .265 against lefts. Karros for the postseason batting a healthy .360. He is doing very well. 2 men down. Wallach on at first. Henry makes the pitch. And that is a patient 22, and that's a base on balls. The merry-go-round will turn on a walk. First walk issued by Henry. He averages 1.7 per 9. And the next batter for the Dodgers will be Raul Mondesi. He bats .262 against lefties. Mondesi batting .192 for the postseason. But a big chance here for the Dodgers. Runners at first and second, bottom of the first inning, already 1-0. Henry looking in, and now the pitch. And that is a tough 29 and called strike 3 on Mondesi. And he goes down. Second strikeout for Henry, and that will end it. 1 run for the Dodgers, 2 hits and a walk. And every inning, and in the first inning, the Dodgers have scored a run, but have not gotten any more than that and they've had many chances. But every game is different. And at the end of 1, the Dodgers are up 1-0. Top of the second coming up. Here comes Kevin Gross. Leading off for the Expos here will be Larry Walker. Bats .318 against rights. Walker batting .304 for the postseason, which is excellent. Gross settles in now, and here's the pitch. And that is a defense rare play. So a rare play check coming up. So we'll re-roll the rare play dice and see what happens here. And that is an 8. Fielder with a range of A to B makes a highlight catch. So we got to find out where the ball is hit to third base. The ball is hit to third, which is Wallach. His range is an F, and he's not going to be able to make the play, and that's going to be a base hit for Larry Walker. As we check the defense rare play chart, so Walker gets it past Wallach, and Walker goes to first. Leadoff hit for the Expos. Steal rating 4B, he'll hold there. And the next batter will be Darren Fletcher. Fletcher bats .277 against the righties. And Fletcher batting .375 for the postseason, which is excellent, actually. Walker on at first. Here's the pitch from Gross. And that is a ballpark 59. That's an in play. And in play 74, fly ball straightaway center field. Butler is going to get to that easily. And that's the first out. 1 man down. And the batter now will be Will Cordero. Bats .274 against rights. Cordero batting .381 for the postseason. Expos hitters are doing a good job in the playoffs. Walker on at first. Gross looking in, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that is a patient 84. And that is a ground ball to shortstop. A 6 on the dice. And they're going to turn it. Shortstop to second to first. Double play, inning over. Cordero grounds out into the 6-4-3 and ends the inning. No runs for the Expos. There was a hit. Bottom of the second coming up. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Mitch Webster. And he usually goes against left-handed pitching. He bats .295 against lefties. The last time Webster, he usually has come in for a couple of pinch hit rolls. And Webster has actually doing well. He's actually batting 4 for 12 for the postseason. Henry watching in, and now he looks at Webster. Here gets the call. And that is a patient 64. And ground ball to second base. Up with it is Lansing. Tosses it over to first for out number 1. And the next batter will be Jose Offerman. Offerman bats 162 against left-handed pitching. And Offerman is having an awful postseason, batting .091. But he's their best shortstop, so he has to be out there. Even though his shortstop fielding rating is still not that great. The other shortstop available is Rafael Bornegal, but his rating is lower. So Offerman automatically gets the call here. Henry will pitch to Offerman. And that is a tough 73 and fly ball straightaway center. Grissom's going to get to that. And that is out number 2. Here's Kevin Gross. He's the pitcher. He uses hitting card number 6. So he's got ability to hit. 2 down. Henry looking in. Here comes from the southpaw. And that is a defense check 88. That should be all right. And another defensive rare play. Oh, boy. So, again, we roll the rare. I'm just going to draw the card. Not going to draw the card. I'll roll the rare play dice. Red is, it's a defense rare play, so we use the regular dice on this one. It's an 11. And fielder makes highlight reel catch while falling in the dugout in the stands. So, let's see. So the ball is popped up near the dugout, and the shortstop is Will Cordero, and he's going to make the play, and he falls in the dugout, and we check the fielder for injury. So Gross is out, and we actually check for injury on this play, which we will do, and it was the shortstop, Cordero, who made it. I'll check his injury rating real quick. Cordero's injury is his injury rating is a normal, so we got to find out if he's hurt. The side is retired. That's for sure. Side is retired, so it's still 1-0 Dodgers. As that is a pop out to short is how that's going to go. And now we'll check to see if he's all right. He has normal injury. And in this case, I'm actually going to roll. I'm going to roll the percent. I got to draw a card to see what the dice roll is. So let's see what's up with Cordero. And the number is a 56. And he is going to be injured for the remainder of the game and out tomorrow. That is the first injury we have in this postseason. Will Cordero will be out for the rest of this game and tomorrow, so he will not be available until Game 5. He was the shortstop, so I got to bring in somebody to take over for him. Right-handed pitcher on the mound, and that's going to be Juan Bell. Juan Bell is a shortstop. He will take over for Will Cordero. That hurts. C1 rating, although Bell is actually a little better a better fielder. But he takes over for Cordero, and he will be out today and tomorrow. So that hurts, and I got to make sure I write that down. So Cordero injured till Game 5, if, of course, we play a Game 5. Tough break for the Expos. But still 1-0 here for the Dodgers. Top of the third coming up. Leading off for Montreal will be Mike Lansing. He bats .254 against right-handers. Lansing batting .182, a little bit of an underachieving postseason for him. Gross with the pitch. And that is a tough 85. Ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it is Offerman. Throws to first. Out number 1. And now we will see Sean Berry. Berry bats .266 against rights. Berry batting an average .250 for the playoffs. 1 man out. Gross looking in. Here's the pitch. And that is a ballpark 94. That's a definite in play. In play 38 is a ground ball right back to Gross. He snares it up with it, tosses it over to first for the second out. 2 down, and now that brings up the pitcher, Butch Henry. Henry uses hitting card number 13. Good hitter, as Salvador America joins us here at Dodger Stadium for Game 3 of this NLCS. Gross looking in, and now he pitches. And that is a tough 54 and swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Gross. He averages 7 per 9. So nothing there for Montreal. And right now, Kevin Gross has actually gotten off to a best start for the Dodgers as a pitcher in this NLCS. Still 1-0 Dodgers. Bottom half of inning number 3. Top of the order for LA. Here's Brett Butler. He struck out his last time up. Henry looking in, and the pitch on the way. And that is an in-play 85, fly ball straightaway center field. And Grissom's going to get to that. That's out number 1. Next up will be Delino DeShields. DeShields hit a single his last time up and stole a base. Henry looking in. Gets the sign from Fletcher. Here comes the pitch. And that is a tough 41. And DeShields is going to get a base hit. Another hit for DeShields. He hits that one to left field. And DeShields will go to first. His second hit of the game. And the batter will be Mike Piazza. And with a 6 on the dice, DeShields is going to try to steal again. He already has 1 stolen base. DeShields, so his jump rating is a 6 against Henry's hold rating, which is a 9. So again, 1 to 77, he steals. 78, he gets back, and Henry tries to pick him off. 20, there goes DeShields. It's an excellent chance. Fletcher throws down to second, and he is safe by a mile. Slides in, standing up, DeShields with his second stolen base of the game. And still 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. DeShields on its second, and now Piazza the batter, as Salvador America says, pivotal Game 3, and it is. Piazza flew out his last time up. Here's the pitch from Henry. And that is a patient 16, and he walked him. Piazza will take a walk to first. That's his base on balls. And that is the second walk given up by Henry. And now the fans give a nice cheer for Tim Wallach. He hit a RBI single that brought in DeShields. And right now, Henry in a little bit of trouble with runners at first and second. And Fletcher's going to go talk to him for a moment. And now we'll settle him down. So 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd. Henry looking in. And Wallach trying to get a good clean hit. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 22 base hit, Tim Wallach. He gets his second hit. It's a single. It's a ball blooped into right field. DeShields advances to 3rd. Piazza goes to second. Wallach on at first. Runner on first advances 1 base. Runner on second advances 1 base with a choice. It's an 8 on the dice, and his run rating is a 7. DeShields will hold at 3rd, does not score, and the bases will be loaded for Eric Karros. Wallach gets his second hit of the night, turns the merry-go-round, and now with the bases juiced, it's Karros, and he walked his last time up. Fans here at Dodger Stadium right now really getting loud. Karros does ground out into some double plays. The Expos are going to play the infield back and try to turn 2 and sacrifice a run. Henry looking in, bases juiced. Karros A chance. Yeah, both of them are Expos. Kind of confusing. It is, isn't it? Henry. Here's the pitch. It's an 8. It's an in-play 68. And they're going to turn it. Ground ball to second base. Double play rating is an 8. Double play is an 8. And the dice, they're going to turn it. Second base to short. Back to first. Double play. The Expos get out of it. 4-6-3. And the fans see, and stadium groans. Ugh. They turn 2. And the fans can't believe it. A great opportunity for the Dodgers goes by the boards as they get the double play. Still 1-0 Dodgers. No runs on 2 hits and a walk. We go to the top of the 4th. Kevin Gross gets back out there for the Bums. It'll be Marquise Grissom leading off for Montreal. We'll see if that woke up the Montreal offense. So far for the first 3 innings, Gross has pitched very well. He's only given up 1 hit. Gross's pitch. Tough. 58. And that's a fly ball to right. Mondesi gets to that one. That's the first out. 1 man down, and the batter will be Cliff Floyd. Floyd grounded out his last time up. Gross looking in. Floyd settles in. Pitch coming. Tough. 0-7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Floyd heads back to the bench. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gross. And now a chance for Moises Alou. Must-win game for the Dodgers, down 2-0 in this National League Championship Series. Here's the pitch from Gross. Tough. 7-17. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gross is actually pitching great tonight. That's his 3rd strikeout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Expos. Still 1-0 Dodgers. Bottom of the 4th coming up. And here's Raul Mondesi. He'll go up against Henry. Mondesi struck out his last time up. Much different game between these two so far. Henry's pitch to Mondesi. In play, 0-5, base hit. Mondesi smacks one clean into center field. That will roll to the wall. Mondesi heading for 2, and he's got it. Double for Mondesi, leadoff. He gets a double. He'll hold at second base. Gets the crowd into it. The batter now will be Mitch Webster. Runner on second. Henry watching. Seeing Mondesi at second base. And now the pitch. And that is an in-play 0-3. And Webster's going to smack a base hit into left center field. And that's going to be a clean double. I don't have to draw the card. Mondesi automatically scores. Dodgers are up 2-0. Dodgers coming back with a vengeance in this one. Two doubles consecutive, and now Mitch Webster on its second. And the batter will be Jose Offerman. Offerman usually a pretty good sacrifice bunter, but he'll swing away with nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that is a patient 31, and he walked him. Henry walks Offerman. That is the third walk given up by Henry. Offerman trot down, and that will bring up the pitcher, Kevin Gross, and we will see a sacrifice attempt. So we'll see a bunt. We actually roll one die to see where the bunt goes. So let's see. So Kevin Gross's bunt rating is an A. He's an excellent bunter. So runners at first and second. Gross will attempt the bunt. The bunt is bunted. The ball is hit. Should have gotten the bunt chart ready. And that is a 2. The ball is hit back at the plate, the catcher. So up with it is Fletcher. And he's sacrificed bunt rating is an A. It's an SH, and it will be a good sacrifice. Webster and Offerman advance. Fletcher throws to first to get Gross, 1 out, but the runners move. That's an SH2. Runners move up with 1 out. The batter now is Brett Butler. Runners at second and third. Expos going to call the infield. Are going to call the infield back. Try to trade the out for the run, if possible. There's no double play here, but they'd rather get an out. They're down 2-0. Actually, no, they'll call the infield in. Infield in, caught by the Expos. Henry needs a good pitch. 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. Here it comes. And that is an in-play 91, and that is going to be a ground ball. That's a ground ball to second base, a 7 on the dice, which means the runner on third is going to be out at home. So a ground ball to second. Nice throw by Lansing. Throws home to get Webster. Butler and Offerman are safe. 2 outs. The infield in works on that play. So that goes as a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now for Delino DeShields, and DeShields is 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles tonight. Great play there by Lansing to get the run out. Still 2-0. Henry looking in. Now the pitch to DeShields. This is a big at bat. Tough. 75, and that's a fly ball center field. Grissom's going to get to that one. Under it. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Dodgers get 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. It could have been worse, but the Expo defense continues to keep them in it. Probably could have been a lot more, but so far, the Dodgers are doing the job in this game. At the end of 4, 2-0 Dodgers. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Canadians will be Larry Walker. Walker singled his last time up. He has the only hit for Montreal in this game. Dodger Stadium. The crowd cheering on Gross. And here's the pitch. And that is a patient 34, and he walks Walker. As Brandon Baker joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Walker will take a walk to first, so the leadoff runner is on. And that is the first walk given up by Kevin Gross. He averages 2.5 per 9. Chance maybe now for the Expos. Here's Darren Fletcher. Fletcher flew out his last time up. Walker on it first. He will not move. Dice was more 4, so Walker holds. Gross looking in. Nobody out. And the pitch coming. And that is a patient 13, and he walks Fletcher. 2 consecutive walks by Gross. Now the Expos are in business. Second walk issued by Gross. Piazza going to go talk to him for a moment. Just check him out. And the batter now will be Juan Bell, who came in for the injured Will Cordero. Cordero, if you missed it, got hurt on a pop out and he fell into the dugout. And he's going to miss, and he is going to miss today's game and tomorrow. So Will Cordero is out until at least game 5. Juan Bell taking over at shortstop. So this is his first at bat, and what a time for him to come in. Runners at first and second, nobody out, top of the 5th. And now the pitch coming. Tough, 16, swing and a miss, struck him out. Big K by Gross. And that is the 4th strikeout for Gross. Runners still at first and second. And now maybe a chance for Mike Lansing. Lansing 0 for 1. 1 out now. Fans cheering loudly. Here's the pitch. Defense check 16. That could be a problem. Error check to third. The ball is hit to Wallach. His error rating is a 3, 1 to 36. 16 on the dice, and he's going to commit an error. And that is going to be a 2-base error on Walker. Oh, my. He picked it up and threw the ball into the dugout. 2-base error. Walker will score. Fletcher will go to third, and Lansing goes to second, and the Expos are now trim the lead in half. An E5, and a huge error that is. A 2-base error. Now puts runners at second and third and an out. And now it's 2 to 1. First error on the Dodgers in the game. The Dodgers committed an error in game 2 and an error in game 1. So they're averaging 1 error per game. But what a bad error that is. A 2-base error on an infield, as you can see by the card, which allows the runner at second to score. And now it's 2 to 1. They go over to tell Wallach it's okay. We still got this. But now runners at second and third. And the batter is Sean Berry. Butch Henry is due up next. Butch Henry is due up next. They're going to pitch to Berry and try to get him out. Although you could walk him and bring the pitcher up to bat. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to intentionally walk Sean Berry, load the bases, and coming up to bat is going to be the pitcher, Butch Henry. But the Expos are going to go ahead and they're going to take Henry out of the game and go to the pen. They're going to take a chance here. So intentional walk. Henry's going to come out, even though he's pitched well today. Unless you want to try a sacrifice and try a squeeze. Nah. Got a run rating of 6 on Fletcher. So that's going to be it for Henry. He's going to come out. The Expos are going to go to the bench and they're going to roll the dice. No pun intended. They're going to take a chance and take out Henry and go to the bullpen early. Remember, there's no travel day for the next 3 days, so you got to be careful with bullpen usage. And the batter for the Expos is going to be Rondell White. He bats .283 against rights. Dodgers will keep Gross in there. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 5th. This is a huge at-bat coming up. As the Expos are going to take a chance. They're going to roll the dice. And literally. White at the plate. Fletcher at third. Lansing second. Berry first. The Expos are going to call, the Dodgers are going to call the infield, back. No, infield in. They're going to call the infield in to make sure the runner doesn't score. It's up to Rondell White. This is a huge roll. Here's the pitch. Ballpark 92, that's in play. And an in-play 16, base hit, Rondell White, it's a single. It's a single, an in-play 16. And it's a line drive into center field. The runners advance only one base. Fletcher comes in to score. The rest of the merry-go-round turns, and we are tied at 2. Base hit, Rondell White. Stadium groans. Ugh. That's the first base hit in this inning, and we are tied at 2, and the bases are still loaded for Marquise Grissom. Grissom 0 for 2. What a play! What a time for managerial style for the Expos. But now if Marquise Grissom can put Montreal ahead, bases loaded, 1 out still. Tied at 2 now. Grissom the batter. Another big at bat. Here's the pitch. In play, 23. Base hit, Marquise Grissom. He gets a single. A line drive into center field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Runner on second scores. Lansing comes in. Berry comes in. Expos take the lead 4-2. Expos now lead 4-2. They put 4 score on the inning here in the top of the 5th and still 1 out. And now the Dodger bullpen getting ready. Still 1 out in the inning. Here's Cliff Floyd. As the Expos are now getting the hits. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Cliff Floyd, the batter. The Dodgers are going to continue to play the infield in. Try to get to prevent Rondell White from scoring. And still 1 out here on the top of the 5th. As Tribe Fan gets here just in time. Floyd, the batter, he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Gross. In play, 37, and that is a line drive right. And it's a line drive, but the infield was in. That's going to be a hit. If the infield in, the line drive gets past the fielder for a single. The infield is in, and Floyd puts it right past the shortstop. Base hit. Rondell White will score. Grissom will go to second and stay there. And now it's 5-2 Expos. And once again, stadium groans. Ugh. As Daniel Patani now joins me here at Dodger Stadium for this game in the NLCS. The Expos have put 5 runs on the board here in the 5th. And that's going to be it for Gross. They got no choice. Gross has got to come out. Gross was off to an awesome start and then all of a sudden just blew up. The Dodgers will have to go to the bullpen. The next batter for the Expos is Moises Alou. The Expos are going to bring in Roger McDowell to try to calm things down here. So the changing pitchers for the Expos nets huge results. And now the Expos lead 5-2 with still 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Roger McDowell, the second splitter. Runners at first and second. Moises Alou will bat. He's 0 for 3. A gigantic error in the game by Tim Wallach has absolutely opened up the floodgates in this fifth. McDowell's going to just try to see if he can stop the bleeding. The Dodgers not going to their best pitchers in the bullpen at this moment, not just yet. 1 out, still. Moises Alou, the batter. McDowell in play, 48, and that is a ground ball. That's a ground ball to first. Moises Alou's double play rating is 6. McDowell's a 9, and they're going to turn it. Alou grounds one to first, up with his Karros, throws to the Shields, back to Karros, double play. And Roger McDowell stops the bleeding for the Dodgers as he grounds out into a 3-4-3. But the Expos, 5 runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, and a huge error on Tim Wallach. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Expos now leading 5-2. Timeout. The Montreal Expos coming on to pitch for Montreal is going to be Tim Scott. Normally, I probably wouldn't use him in this situation, but now that you lead with a chance to maybe win this game and try to close the series out tomorrow, use the pitchers you can. Mike Piazza leads off for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers shell-shocked after that inning. Remember, any pitchers that are used today, if they are used tomorrow as well, will not be available for Game 5. Piazza the batter, and he is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Now the fans here at Dodger Stadium see their Dodgers behind. Here's the pitch from Scott. And that is a patient 23, and Mike Piazza leads off with a double. He hits that one into left center field gap. It's going to roll to the wall. Piazza's going to get to second base easily, and the Dodgers get their leadoff man in scoring position. First hit of the game for Piazza. And the next batter will be Tim Wallach. And he's not getting booed, even for that huge error that allowed the Expos to get a run in. He's getting some cheers because right now they need Wallach to come through with a runner at second base and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Wallach is 2 for 2. And, of course, with Tim Scott coming in and not Butch Henry, now he's a right-hander, so now Dodgers betting against the right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch from Scott. And that is a tough 84, and that is a ground ball to short. Piazza's run rating is a 7. He will not move over. The throw goes to first. That's the first out. If his run rating was an 8, I would have sent him to third, but Piazza will hold. 1 out. And the batter will be Eric Karros. Karros is 0 for 1. He walked and grounded into a double play. A huge double play. Scott looking in. And now the pitch. Patient, 55, and that's a fly ball to right field. It's a fly to right. Coming under it is going to be Alou. He will make the catch. That's the second out. Piazza could probably go to third, and he's going to stay at second. No need to move him to third base, knowing a base hit will score him anyway. So Piazza will hold at second. He could have had a chance, but you don't want to get thrown out going to third when you're down by 3 runs right now. So Piazza holds. The batter will be Raul Mondesi. Mondesi hit a double his last time up. So 2 outs. Piazza's still on at second after the leadoff double, but the Dodgers have been unable to do anything with it. Scott's pitch. Ballpark 59, that's a wheelhouse. A wheelhouse 95 from Mondesi. That's a fly ball to left field. Floyd's going to get to that one. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. No runs for the Dodgers, 1 hit. 5 in the books, and the Expos still lead 5-2. A big chance for the Bums goes by the board. And trust me, I use that name lovingly because the Bums is what they were known as all those years ago when they were in Brooklyn. My grandfather was a huge Dodgers fan. And I have nothing against it. Even though I'm a Mets fan, I'm supposed to hate the Dodgers. I don't really. Top of the 6th, Roger McDowell will come out to pitch. We'll see how long he can go. He's due to bat third in the bottom of the 6th inning. Larry Walker leads off for Montreal. He is 1 for 1. Expos taking a chance. Pulling Butch Henry and bringing in Rondell White was a huge play. And now the pitch. Patient, 82, and that is a fly ball center field. Butler will get to that for out number 1. Next batter will be Darren Fletcher. Fletcher walked his last time up. Ken Gross was doing very well. Then he had 2 walks, a huge error by Wallach, intentionally walked Sean Berry to bring up the pitcher, and the Expos decided to take Butch Henry out, even though Henry really wasn't doing too bad. He did give up a couple of runs. Here's the pitch to Fletcher. Patient, 19, that's a base on balls. Fletcher goes to first. That's a walk. Second time today, Fletcher walks. And the next batter will be Juan Bell, who I mentioned came in for the injured Will Cordero. Cordero will be out tomorrow as well. He will not return until Game 5. Fletcher on at first, no threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Bell. In play, 94, fly ball to left field. And Webster's going to get to that one. And that is out number 2. And now a chance for Mike Lansing. Lansing reached on a huge error by Tim Wallach. Gigantic error, as a matter of fact, which allowed a run to score. Fletcher's still on at first. This is McDowell's 2nd inning, so he has to come out after this one anyway. He was due to bat third. So here's the pitch to Lansing. And that is a tough 67 and a ground ball to second base. Up with it is DeShields. He has it, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So no runs for the Expos. No hits. There was a walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Expos leading 5-2. Tim Scott will pitch his 2nd inning of work, which means, and he's due to bat second. So Scott, this will be his last inning. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Mitch Webster. Webster has a double in this game. He's 1 for 2. They'll keep him in there. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 64 base hit. Mitch Webster, he gets a single. He smacks a base hit. That one's hitting to left center field. He will go to first, and the Dodgers get the leadoff man on. 2nd hit of the night for Webster. Next batter will be Jose Offerman. Offerman walked his last time up. Webster a 4F, not doing anything. Offerman will bat with runners at first base. So cool to hear about your family connection to the old Brooklyn Dodgers. Yep. My grandpa loved them, but when they moved to Los Angeles, he was devastated like every other Brooklyn Dodger fan. So when the Mets were born, he became an instant Mets fan. And I was born in 1969, so obviously I was born in Queens, so I'm automatically a Mets fan. Plus the Mets won the World Series the year I was born. So another reason why I'm connected to the Mets. I was born the year they won it all. And yet that's not my favorite Mets team. My favorite Mets team was 1986. That's my favorite baseball season overall. And the 86 Mets, the best baseball team I ever saw. Webster on at first. Offerman the batter, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Scott. That's an in-play 10. That's going to be a base hit for Offerman. It's a single. It's a hard grounder into right field. Runner on first advances a base. Webster goes to second. He will hold there. Offerman gets a hit. And now the Dodgers are in business. And we'll see a pinch hitter for McDowell. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. And the Dodgers are going to take a chance with Jeff Treadway. He's their best batter against righties. Jeff Treadway bats .340 against right-handed pitchers. So he's going to take a chance here with Treadway. Question, do I want to turn him around with a pinch hitter? The problem is the Scott is due to bat second in the top of the seventh inning. Tough choice here. You're up 5-2, nobody out. They're going to go to the pen, and Tim Scott's going to come out. The Expos are going to go roll the dice again. They're going to bring in a lefty, probably to pitch to one batter, and that's Gabe White. 6.08 ERA, but Gabe White's going to make probably one batter to Jeff Treadway. The Dodgers are not going to burn a pinch hitter. They need him. So Gabe White will pitch to Treadway here. May only pitch to one batter. We'll see what they do. Nobody out. Gabe White pitching to Treadway. Runners at first and second is a big at bat. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 21 swing and a miss. Struck him out. Big strikeout by Gabe White off of Jed Treadway, and he sends him back to the bench. One out. And the next batter will be Brett Butler. Butler bats a little bit worse against lefties. Maybe Gabe White can pitch to Butler, although Butler hits .281. Big difference. I'm going to let Gabe White pitch another batter. So we'll go up against Butler. One out. Bottom of the sixth, still 5-2. Butler is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Ballpark 72. That's going to be an in-play. And an in-play 75 is a ground ball to short. Butler's double play rating is a 5. His a 7, a 10. And the only play they're going to get is this play at second base. Offerman is out. Webster does get to third. Butler is on first, but there are 2 outs. Fielder's choice. And that's a big out. That's a big play. Runners at the corners now for Delino DeShields. DeShields bats .276 against lefties. Now Gabe White's going to come out as he did his job. They will bring in a right-hander, and it will be Mel Rojas. Give me timeout. I might be doing a double switch here, and I am. So here's what's going to happen. Mel Rojas is going to come in on a double switch. Mike Lansing is at second base. Mel Rojas is going to come in on Mike Lansing at second base. So now Rojas, he will bat seventh. Lansing is out. To take over second base is going to be Lou Frazier, and he will bat ninth. And he's due to bat second in the inning. So a double switch is done. So Mel Rojas can pitch this inning and the seventh. At least, if possible, without worrying about fatigue. DeLine also turns DeShields around, and he bats .239, and the Dodgers will keep DeShields in there to bat. So bottom of the sixth inning, runners in the corners. Mel Rojas now on the mound. Double switch is done. 2 outs. Rojas, the pitch to DeShields. Ballpark 73, that's an in-play. In-play 0-4, base hit by DeShields, and that is going to be a double off of DeShields. Webster will score. Brett Butler with a double play, with a run rating of 8, he will score. DeShields goes to second. It's 5-4. What a hit by DeShields. His third hit of the game. Clears the bases, and the tying run is now at second base. And now 5-4, and that woke up the Dodger Stadium crowd. The runs are charged to Scott. So I'm not going to give Mel Rojas a fatigue for allowing those two because they were not his runners. But now a chance for Mike Piazza. Piazza is 1 for 2, double and a flyout, and he walked. Delino DeShields has three hits tonight. Whatever inning magic going on here. The Dodgers have their backs to the wall. They know they really must win tonight, but still 2 outs. Rojas pitching to Piazza. Tough, 16, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers get 2 runs on 2 hits. And at the end of 6, it is 5-4. We got a ball game, people. We go to the top of the 7th. The leadoff batter for the Expos is Sean Berry. Dodgers going to the pen, and they're going to bring in Ismael Valdez to pitch to Berry. He becomes the 3rd Dodger pitcher. He can pitch innings 7 and 8. Berry is 0 for 1, walked his last time up. 5-4 Expos in a heck of a game here at Dodger Stadium. Here's the pitch. Valdez, wheelhouse 53, and Berry gets over it. He gets over it. He chops it to third. Wallach's got it. Throws to first. Out number 1, and Berry is livid. Got a great pitch to hit and chops it up. Chops it up. 1 out. And the batter for the Expos now will be Lou Frazier. He's the new second baseman. He's actually a better second baseman in range, but not in error ability. But Frazier will get a chance to go up against Ismael Valdez, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 0-7, swing and a miss, struck him out. Frazier goes down. Batter now is Marquise Grissom. Grissom 1 for 3, hit a base hit his last time up. Not just a base hit, actually an RBI single. Valdez looking in, and here's the pitch. Tough, 94, that's fly to left field. Webster's going to get to that one. Makes the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Expos. No runs, no hits. And we are at the 7th inning stretch in a tight ball game. It's 5-4. We will be right back. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Mel Rojas will pitch for the Expos. Expos leading 5-4, up 2-0 in this National League Championship Series. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Tim Wallach. Wallach is 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of base hits. He does have a huge error. I'm still thinking would like to erase. Here's the pitch from Rojas. And that is a tough 0-7, swing and a miss, struck him out. One down by Rojas, gets out Wallach. And even though I know that the ball, even though the die is kind of like kinked on the on there, but with the black die reading 00, I know that's a strikeout anyway. Eric Karros is the batter. Karros is 0 for 2. He's walked, but grounded out a couple of times. So 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Rojas. Patient 12, and that's going to be a base on balls. The tying run is on. That's a walk. 7 on the dice. Karros not going to do anything. Raul Mondesi is going to get a crack at this. Mondesi 1 for 3 with a double. Tying run at first base. Rojas looking into Mondesi. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Patient 60, and that's a fly ball to right. Alou is going to get to that one, and that is out number 2. And Carroll stays at first. The batter now is Mitch Webster. Webster 2 for 3 tonight. He'll hit. Fans at Dodger Stadium know their team is down by a run. They need a big hit. They need a big hit. Here's the pitch from Webster. That's a tough 64. And Webster's going to get his 3rd hit of the night. It's a base hit. That is a clean single. Karros will go to 3rd. He'll stay there. Webster goes to 1st. A well-pitched ball by Rojas, but Webster fights it off with a 64, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. Runners at the corners, and the batter is Jose Offerman. The Dodgers are going to go to the bench, and coming into pinch hit for Offerman will be Rafael Bornegal. So Offerman is out. Bornegal will take over at shortstop. Bornegal is the better hitter. The Dodgers know this better work. So runners at first and third, 2 outs. Rojas will pitch to Bornegal. Expos fans au revoir de famille. Dodger fans on their feet. They know they're going to cheer for Bornegal. They need to come through with a big hit. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 5-4. Rojas looking in. They're going to stick with him. And they're going to pull him out, and we're going to time out. And Rojas is going to come out. As the Dodgers are going to roll the dice again. And they're going to bring in Dennis Boucher, who's a lefty, and turns Bornegal from a 257 to a 174. Dodgers cannot pull him, so he has to hit. So the Expos are going to bring in, with an ERA of 6.75, and turn Bornegal around. Expos rolling the dice again. Runners at first and third. Dennis Boucher probably in here for maybe only one batter, which this should be it. Denny Boucher against Bornegal, 2 outs. Unfortunately, Boucher has 3 wheelhouses on his card. They'll take a chance. Patient, 93, and it's a fly ball to left field. Fly ball to left. Floyd's going to get to that one. He makes the catch, and the gamble works. No runs, 1 hit, a walk. Dennis Boucher comes in for 1 batter, and a patient 93 on against the lefty. Bornegal, no chance, side retired. Seven in the books. Still 5-4 Expos. We go to the top of the 8th. Ismael Valdez will pitch this inning. Cliff Floyd leads off from Montreal. Boucher coming off. He will, of course, will not pitch the 8th and 9th. The Expos, however, have used 4 pitchers so far. Montreal pretty much putting all their eggs in one basket with the bullpen, hoping that tomorrow they can end the series. They still got to win the night. Here's Cliff Floyd. Floyd singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. As Daniel Patani says, strategy plus. Valdez pitches to Floyd. Tough, 53, base hit. Cliff Floyd, single, left center field. Floyd will head to first. Leadoff hit. His 2nd hit of the night. 6 on the dice. Floyd will not go. Last 2 innings is when these games usually get started. Floyd will hold it first on a leadoff single. The batter for the Expos will be Moises Alou. Alou is 0 for 3 tonight. He is due. Alou coming into this game was batting .435, so he's due for a hit. Floyd on it first. They're not going to do anything. Alou will bat. Here's the pitch from Valdez. Ballpark 40. That's a wheelhouse for Alou. Wheelhouse 18. Crack. The ball is hit high. The ball is hit deep to right center field. Good night, Gracie. It's out of here. Hello, how do you do? Moises Alou, you just hit a home run for 2. 2-run jack from Moises Alou, and the Expos now lead it 7-4. Unbelievable. Alou cracks one out of here, scores Floyd, stadium groans. Ugh. Alou hit a home run last night, and he hits one tonight. That's going to be it for Valdez. He's now fatigued, so the Dodgers have to go to the pen, and still nobody out here in the top of the 8th. 7-4 now. The batter for the Expos will be Larry Walker. Dodgers are going to bring in in Todd Worrell, even though he's their closer. They don't want to use Rudy Cianez. Like to save him for tomorrow if necessary. But Todd Worrell will come in to pitch for the Dodgers. He'll go up against Larry Walker. 7-4 Expos. And now Worrell will deal with Walker. Nobody out here, top of the 8th. 2-run jack by Alou. Here's the pitch to Walker. Ballpark 34. That's going to be a wheelhouse for Walker. Wheelhouse 67, though. He gets over it. He chops it to short. Bornegal will get this one. Throws to first, out number 1. Walker mad at himself. He knows he should have hit that one out, too. But he chops it to short for the first out. Batter now is Darren Fletcher. Fletcher 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Nothing is sweeter than the groaning a Dodger fan except for the groaning of Yankee fans. Tribe Van says, au revoir, baseball. Darren Fletcher, 1 out. Worrell's pitch. And that is a tough 90. That's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is DeShields. Throws to first, out number 2. And the batter now will be Juan Bell. Bell is 0 for 2, coming in for the injured Cordero. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 25. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bell strikes out for the second time tonight, and that will do it. 2 runs for the Expos on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Expos leading 7-4. With the pitcher due up to bat first for the Expos, and leading off for the Dodgers is the pitcher. Todd Worrell is going to come out. They'll bring in a pinch hitter for him. But first we'll see who the pitcher is going to be for the Expos. And it is going to be John Wetland. Nope, cancel that. 3-run lead. Let's see if we can give it to Gil Heredia. Gil Heredia is going to go ahead and take the ball. They'll save Wetland if they need to. Heredia becomes the 6th Expos pitcher. Todd Worrell is going to come out. They'll bring in a pinch hitter against Heredia. And it's going to be Henry Rodriguez to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Heredia against Rodriguez. Bottom of the 8th. Expos leading 7-4. How many people were on that flight impersonating a baseball? Here's the pitch. And that is a defense check 75. Error check to first base. The ball is hit to Walker. His error rating is a 1, but a 1 to 58, but a 75. Walker's going to make the play. He's got it. Tosses it to Heredia to tag the bag, 1 out. Great play by Walker. Lousy error rating, but in Dodger Stadium, a 1 to 58's not going to get it. Walker makes the play, 1 man down. And that just goes as a ground ball to first. The batter now will be Brett Butler. In the words of Crash Davis, anything that flies that far ought to have a damn stewardess on it. Heredia's pitch to Butler. And that's a tough 17. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Butler not having a good day today. He is 0 for 5. Grounded into 2 fielder's choices. Struck out twice. And flew out. 2 down. And now the batter is Delino DeShields. And he's had a good day today, though. He's 3 for 4. 2 singles and a double. Stole 2 bases. DeShields the batter against Heredia. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch coming. Defense check 45. Error check to first base. The ball is hit to Walker. Error rating a 1 again, but this time he's not going to make it. That's going to be an error on Walker, and it's a 1-base error. The ball gets by him. It gets into the outfield. They'll throw it in, but DeShields will have to hold it first. So DeShields is on at base for the 4th time tonight, but that is an E3. And the first error on the Expos. Oh, how you hate to give up those outs. And now a chance for Mike Piazza with a runner on first base. And with 1 swing and a bat, Piazza can make this game very interesting again. Piazza, however, is 1 for 3, a double, walked. Heredia will pitch to Piazza. 2 outs. Matani says you're on that flight. Gil Heredia, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, 7 to 4. Piazza looking for a good pitch to hit. Here it comes. Ballpark 24, wheelhouse. Wheelhouse for Piazza. Wheelhouse 68. Unbelievable. He got over it. He chops it to second. The ball goes to Frazier. He's got it. Throws to first. Side retire. Piazza can't believe it. Gil Heredia threw him an awful pitch. It turns into a ballpark wheelhouse, but a 68 against a righty is just a little ground ball to second base, and the inning is over. Piazza knew he got a pitch to hit. No runs, no hits. There was an error. At the end of 8, it is still 7 to 4. Dodgers cannot get a break. We go to the top of the 9th. Expos leading 7 to 4. Looking for some insurance. Gil Heredia will come out. He was due to bat first, so we'll bring in a pinch hitter. The Dodgers are going to bring in Omar Dahl. He's a lefty, one of their better pitchers. They'll keep him in there to try to keep this a 7 to 4 game. Dahl becomes the 5th Dodger pitcher. The Expos will bring in a pinch hitter. And against the lefty, it's going to be Lenny Webster. Webster will pinch hit for the Expos. He bats .303 against lefties. Omar Dahl against Webster. Top of the 9th. Fans at Dodger Stadium know how big this inning is to try to keep it at least a 3-run game. And here's the pitch from Dahl. That's a patient 98. That's a fly ball to left. The other Webster is going to get on. The other Webster is going to get onto that. Mitch Webster is going to get to that play, and that's out number 1. I don't know if I don't think Lenny Webster and Mitch Webster are related. I don't think so. That's the first out. And here's Sean Berry. From one Webster to another. Berry is 0 for 2. Dahl pitches. Ballpark 59. That's going to be an in play. In play for Berry is a ground ball to short. Up with it is Bornegal's. Got it. Throws to first. Out number 2. Lots of players in the game, but play both Dodgers and Expos. Dahl, one of them. Yep, that's correct. 2 men down as Berry grounds out, and the batter now for the Expos will be Lou Frazier. Frazier is up. He struck out his last time up. 2 outs. One was white and the other wasn't. Yeah, that's correct, Dave. That's correct. That's why I say I don't think they're related. 2 outs. Dahl pitching to Frazier. Expos looking for insurance, but let's see what they can happen here. Dahl pitches. That's an in-play 94. They're not going to get it. Fly ball left field. Coming under it is going to be Webster, and he makes the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Omar Dahl. So nothing in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Will we see 9th inning magic? Still 7-4. And the Expos are going to bring in John Wetland to try to close the game out. Not really a save situation, but the Expos don't care. Wetland, they're going to see if they can get the pitch. I am keeping track of who's pitching today. If any of these pitchers pitch tomorrow, they won't be available for a Game 5 if necessary. Leading off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 9th will be Tim Wallach. John Wetland, the pitcher from Montreal. 7-4 Expos. Lots of weird plays tonight. Will Cordero gets injured. A huge error on by Tim Wallach allows Montreal to get 5 runs in the 5th. Again, the Dodgers score first in this game in the first inning, and right now are 3 outs away from losing their 3rd straight game in which they scored first. Wetland will pitch to Wallach. Here's the pitch. Tough. 27. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wallach goes down for the 2nd time. He was 2 for 4, 1 down. Now he's 2 for 5. Next batter will be Eric Karros. Karros has walked twice. He's 0 for 2. Fans at Dodger Stadium hoping for something. Here's the pitch from Wetland. Tough. 20. Cold strike 3. 2 outs. Karros can't believe it. Looking at the umpire a little nutty. The umpire gives him a real stare. Karros says, that ball was high. And he says, no, you're high because you were smoking something. I was right over the plate. Go sit down. 2 down. Expos 1 out away from taking a 3-0 series lead. Mondesi, the last chance. Mondesi 1 for 4. He doubled. He doubled in the 3rd and scored. Wetland looking in. Expos dugout hoping for a good pitch again from Wetland. Mondesi looking for something good. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Tough. 17. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the ball game. John Wetland strikes out the side. And the Expos win the game 7-4, take a 3-0 series lead, and tomorrow will be playing to go to the World Series. What a ball game. I'll give you a final. Nobody go away yet. For the Expos, 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. For the Dodgers, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Tim Scott because they took the lead when he was pitching. No, I'm sorry. Henry gets the win because Scott had to replace him in the 5th inning. So and Scott was taken because Henry was taken out to bring in. So Henry gets the win. The loss went to Gross. No save. But the game went, so the Dodgers scored 1 run in the 1st and had a 1-0 lead, then another run in the 4th, and then Montreal puts a 5 spot in the 5th. The Dodgers made it interesting, scored 2 in the 6th, and then a home run by Alou pretty much put the game out of reach in the 8th. 7-4 win for the Expos. And the Expos are now 1 win away from playing the White Sox in the World Series. Will they sweep? We don't know. We'll find out. Tomorrow's game is going to be Kirk Reeder versus Pedro Estacio. So it's the 2 number 4 starters for tomorrow's game for both teams. So something tells me we're going to have a lot of runs scored tomorrow. Although Kirk Reeder pitched a gem his last time out against the Braves in the LDS. That will do it for tonight, everyone. Please leave a like on your way through the turnstiles. What a great game this was. The Expos will try to clinch tomorrow. Dave Little, Brandon Baker, Steeler fan, 1933, Salvador America, Tribe fan, 879, Daniel Patani. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me for tomorrow. We'll have game 4 of this series between the Expos and the Dodgers. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong, stay smart. Expos beat the Dodgers 7-4, now lead the series 3-0. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.